everyone. I know that this is the point of view that you guys are used to seeing with my videos, but today is going to be a little different because this video is about the rest of this room. We are going to do a pretty brief room tour where I go over all of my decorations, what I have in here, parts of my collection, all of that stuff, and then we are going to kind of update it. So I will be showing what I'm adding, what I'm replacing. We'll be downsizing some of my shelves in a little bit, and you guys are just gonna come along for the ride, see what I change, and then we will do an updated tour of the final result. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna start showing my room. So I go to college in the United States, and I am at a public university. This is one of the dorm rooms that are available to students. This is just kind of like the door. You can see my shadow there, hi. Bathrooms in there, we're just gonna skip that, but this is my main space. So my workspace where I'm most often filming is right there. Of course, my bed is here, there's a closet right there, but we will get into all of the details first. So this is my desk area. When I'm awake, I probably spend most of my time here. I have my PC here, and then usually my laptop is there. It is in my backpack right now, but this is just my general desk area. I'll show the more unattractive bits first. But we have some decorations on this wall, and I keep all of my school books up here. We have this awesome Kai poster that's staying right there. And then some of my plushies are up on this shelf. This shelf down here has a lot of my non-collection albums and other albums that just wouldn't fit into my shelf. You can see a lot of those tall ones up there. This area right here is some decor that I am planning on putting up, so it's just kind of hanging out there. And then this is some of my old TXT collection up here. A lot of my merch is here, but we also have some loose symbols, some Smiskies, and of course my signed Eve album. This is my pegboard. I bought this at Dollar Tree, surprisingly, and it came with all of these different hook components. I even found a little stand where I can put my NMIX light stick, but this is mostly just where I put my dolls, my photo card holders, and of course all of my Sminis and both of my Bay ID pictures. But this is where I keep all of my binders. That pile that you see right there is where I keep photo cards for storing videos. This is my trading box, and the rest of this is just like selling. These are my collections though. And then this wall has some TXT memorabilia. I will be taking this down just because I am kind of just not really in it with TXT anymore, unfortunately. This is my utility cart. This has all of my stuff for collaging, packaging trades, and just other materials. So like all of my tape, my stickers, top loaders, sleeves, all of that stuff is somewhere in this cart. I will also be replacing this poster. This was a gift from a friend, and as much as I do love Wikimiki, I would like to put up a group that I am a little bit more focused on. I just feel like it makes sense for him to be there. And this is my main shelf area. So the way I have it organized, and I have had it organized for the better half of probably like 2 years now, is my TXT collections up here, NCT and most other girl groups that I like are here. NMIX and Triple S share a shelf down there, and there are a few other miscellaneous albums. My vision for this shelf is to kind of move Triple S and NMIX to that top shelf, keep NCT and other girl groups as they are, and then just kind of move other old group albums down here. Other stuff that I have up here, of course, this is one of my favorite pieces of decoration I have in this room. I found this photo frame at a thrift store, and I immediately knew what I had to do with it, so this is that. My awesome alarm clock. The exposure makes it look crazy. And then a few other signed items. This is where I sleep. So really not much going on. I do have the Mark 8th anniversary pillow, and I love this so much. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but the texture of it's really nice. It's very squishy. And I do also have some other friends over here. But I would say the main event in this corner is my collage. I wouldn't expect much to be changing with this in today's video, just because this has been several years in the making. I have been slowly working on this collage wall ever since I moved in here in 2022, and I am really proud with how it looks like right now, even though there are some groups up here that I don't really actively listen to anymore. I just really like the way it looks, and I think that I can make other parts of my interests shine in other parts of my room. And this is kind of like my dresser area. Please excuse my shadow. I keep my base over to the right, and then I have a yoga mat over there. Y'all don't have to worry about that. But this is another shelf that I am wanting to update. This has all of my TXT Japanese albums. Oh no, you fell. Just some other things. This is where I keep my accessories and my fragrances. I used to be a big crystal fan, so my whole collection is up there. And we have this awesome framed Taeyong poster from Shalala. I have not adjusted the frame. I think a piece of it fell behind my dresser and I have not been able to get it out. And lastly, this is just like my closet door. I have this little Moomin calendar that I got at Barnes & Noble and some pickets. So just to recap what it is that I am wanting to update, I want to reorganize and redecorate these shelves to make them kind of look new. I want to update all of the decor on this wall so that it's new. I may be changing some things about this wall here, and I have plans to replace these pickets here. As far as the desk area, not really much is going to change other than maybe that and those decorations over there. As for where I'm going to put all of these albums that I will be rehoming, I have a very convenient little 2-drawer dresser down here that I like to keep spare albums in. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to clearing out these decorations and making some space for new stuff. So I ended up not keeping this original speed because I was talking way too much and this took up way too much time, so please enjoy some sped up footage of me clearing off my shelves. You'll also see this when I'm actually reassembling everything too, but you're just stuck with voiceover me. So my main focus collection wise right now is of course NCT and NMIX and Triple S, but also Exonary Heroes, Red Velvet, aespa, IVE, and I am also, of course, getting into Rescene. All of those groups do matter a lot to me, and their music has done a lot for me throughout my life. So I really just want to make sure that I am not spreading myself too thin financially by just buying anything. So I'm gonna let these shelves kind of dry down, and in the meantime, I'm going to put all of the albums that I don't want to display in that dresser that I showed earlier. So I will be right back and we will start reassembling this shelf. See you in a bit. I'm back, and since I'm back, I figured I should mention this video did take me almost a month from start to finish in terms of filming and editing because I did just recently wrap up my exams. I'm about to start my last semester of undergraduate at college, so it's been a very busy time, but I'm hoping to get some more videos out this summer while I have some more time to myself, so please stay tuned for some more regular uploads. Anyway, back to the actual video. And here is a closer look at what that shelf looks like for now. Again, this is going to be changing very soon as I will be opening my NMIX albums very soon. I'm so excited. But on to the next one. I believe this is going to be the NCT shelf. We'll see. So this next bit is just my NCT shelf and then my miscellaneous girl groups shelf. While you watch that get put together, I just kind of want to talk a little bit more about what's in store for this channel. I do have a couple of more unboxing videos lined up. I've been kind of just hoarding boxes of albums that I've had come in and have just had them set aside. So please look forward to a couple of unboxings, or perhaps one large unboxing. We will see. I would expect that sometime in the future. I can't really give a date on it because I don't really know what this summer is going to look like for me. There are a lot of things that are up in the air right now, and among those things is a big trip that I'm going to be making in July. So I'm very excited to share with you all. I will be studying abroad in Seoul this July, and I do plan on vlogging it pretty thoroughly, not just for you guys, but also for academic credit. I can actually get some credit for documenting my study abroad and then sharing what I learned. So I'm gonna try and kind of knock out two birds with one stone while doing that. And I'm really excited to be traveling alone overseas, and I'm really excited for all of the events that I will be able to attend, all the friends that I can make, all of that good stuff. But I will try my best to film as much as I possibly can so that I can share that experience with you guys. So that's more or less all of the plans that I have for this channel for the next few months, but we'll see what else summer brings my way. I think this bottom shelf is almost done. I just need to add some decorations. If this looks crazy, y'all please tell me. I'm a little blind to this. I think I might want to move Ive over there. Let me see how that looks. Okay, I do think I'm liking this better. It just needs a little bit of decoration. So I'm gonna see what I can add to this, and then we will put it on. All right, so here's the final result of the shelf. We have Triple S and NMIX up at the top, NCT in the middle here, and then all of my miscellaneous girl groups are down at the bottom, and the whole thing in view. I really like the way that this looks. It's definitely more reflective of my current interests. The next order of business is that cube shelf that was on my dresser, which is right behind me. So I'm going to clear that really quickly, clean it out, and then we will kind of pick up from there. So this area is pretty well decorated, so I want to make sure that whatever I do add to this space does kind of look the same. I'm not 100% about what I'd like to go in here. I might just put a lot of my jewel cases and other digipacks, poster versions, all of that stuff, so that when I do want to use my CD player, I can, and that I will be able to kind of get to them easily. And this space isn't really going to change. So I'm gonna put away all of those jewel cases and CDs while this dries, and then I'm gonna bring all of my other stuff over here. So I didn't really realize this. As of right now, this is everything that I own that is like just a CD case. I'm just gonna start putting them on. Firstly, this is like one of my favorite KR&B albums of all time. This is Sun and Moon by Sam Kim. I do have my Taeyong digipacks for both Tap and Shalala going up right there. We have Memento box right there, and then a bunch of poster version things. I guess I'll just do it like that. I do think I have more somewhere, so let me go get those. This copy of Crazy is gonna go on the pile. I have a bunch of extras of these and these, so they are not going to be going, oh my god, they are not going to be going up. I believe I hosted a group order, which is why I have all those extras. So this is the updated version. The layout's basically the same, and this is also going to grow vertically as I get more things. But that's pretty much it for this area. None of the other decor is going to change. Taeyong is staying right there. I'm just going to put away the rest of these dupes, and then we will get to the fun part, which is updating my wall decor. All right, so I think what I want to do first here is try and remove these pickets. They are attached with a command strip on the handle, and it is just a Velcro, so I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have a hard time removing it, though I am a little scared of bending, but it just comes right off. So that one's removed, and I am just going to keep this on here for now because I can just reattach that to the pickets that I will be putting up there. And what I'm going to be replacing them with is these two pickets. So I think I'm just gonna try and find more of the Velcro guys, reattach them, and then we'll be putting them up here in a sec. So I think I want to put, let's see, which do I like better? I think I prefer this one being up higher. So I'm just gonna kind of get it lined up and then just stick it into the Velcro. There we go. And then I love this. I'm already really liking the way that things are changing. Next is kind of this area. I'm gonna be taking this stuff down and then taking down that EXO poster. There's another one that I really wanna put up where that is. So in just a second, this is gonna be cleared out. It came up super smooth. Okay, so I'm going to show the options kind of like in order. There's like two different aesthetics that I could do. And I do also have some art from friends and family that I would like to put up. So this is kind of option A. This poster, this poster, this poster, this poster, and lastly, this print. This is by Diana. I don't remember her last name, but she's a local artist. She's a really good friend of my sister's, and I love this piece, so I bought it from her. That is option one. Okay, option two features a print that my sister made. Very cute. These two NMIX lyric posters, the Lovolution poster, and maybe some other stuff from up here. So like I have this jacket design from Hot. I really like this little, it looks like a slogan. I really like it. So really awkward. I actually have run out of time to film today, and I'm not going to be able to put up those decorations that I mentioned quite yet, but they will be going up soon. Since I have a few days to think on it, I think I am going to post a poll for those posters both on my community tab and on Instagram stories. Of course, y'all aren't really getting this notice in advance because it's already happened by the time you're watching this, but point still stands. I'm just gonna post that so that I can make up my mind. And I'm gonna be back in a few days to finish the decoration process, and then we'll do an updated tour. See you guys later. Okay, it is a new day. This wall has been cleared off for the last couple of days, and after putting up polls both on Instagram and YouTube on the community tab, we have a winner. So it's gonna be this pink theme. I am gonna show myself putting it up, but as far as materials go, I will be using these. These are kind of like my tried and true for dorm room decoration, just because I don't want to leave any residue. I have made that mistake before. Some of these CDs are attached with adhesive strips that are way too strong for this type of wall, and so I'm gonna have to deal with that when I move out in December, but until then, let's get to this wall. So I was just, oh, don't mind the sparkles, it's from my t-shirt. First up is this aespa poster. I'm just gonna be putting it right above this light switch here. And I'm gonna try my best to make it as level as I can. I think I do have a level somewhere. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Next poster to go up is gonna be this IVE poster. I wanna make it even with the aespa poster, but because it's like, what time is it? It's like 6 p.m. so the sun's kind of down and I can not really see that well. Okay, perfect. And then I can put the rest of it sticky down. Okay. Next up is the print from my my sister's friend, Diana, I bought this from her for, I think, $25 at an art exhibit, and I love this. Okay, now that's there. I'm gonna kind of go up for these last two. All right. Okay, rescene time. I'm gonna kind of put them up here. And it's really close to this built-in shelf, but I honestly think that it's fine. Last but not least, we're gonna get the Triple S poster up. Okay, I'm kind of nervous because I didn't check if this was gonna fit with the layout.
What the dog doing?
But I had nothing to worry about because it's perfect. Amazing. We're pretty much all done. I just need to put everything back together and then I will show the final product. Okay, and just like that, this is the final product for this wall. I think it's gonna take a little bit for me to get used to just because I haven't seen it this busy. And I did decide to add a second plushie hook so that I could have two up here. But I really like how it looks in this corner. The lighting's not great right now, and I have a couple of more things to fix that I'm just gonna do off camera. So I think I'm probably gonna do a final like look through another day, but that wall is done. It took a minute for me to find the time to actually film again, but I'm just gonna do like a walkthrough now that it's updated. This is pretty much entirely the same over here. My wonderful bed. There's my shelf, which, oh my God, I love it so much. I'm so happy with how it came out. And this wall, which I'm also obsessed with. Desk area is mostly the same. These shelves were downsized a little bit, but that's pretty much it. This new area over here. And that's it. That's the update. Thank you guys so much for coming along for this. This took a really long time for me to make because I couldn't get good lighting in here. I wanted natural lighting and it's been really rainy. So thanks for sticking around, and I really hope that you like this video. I had a really fun time making this and putting it together. So if you want more videos that are kind of similar to this, just let me know. Bye.